If you ever become frustrated because you are drawing or you're creating art or you're doing anything in life, and something like the effort that you put in it doesn't seem like it's enough to turn it around, and you become frustrated, like, at least be happy that this you care about something so deeply that it it, it weighs on you. Hello, everybody. Hello. Can you hear me? Yeah. Let me lower the music. Oh, music is as low as it can go. How's everybody doing? Yeah. Fuck. My name is Richard, and I like to draw. What I did want to talk to some of y'all about was last week. Holy shit, as far as art goes, I was having such a fucking hard time. And I guess I want to kind of open that up and talk to everybody here, just in case that's kind of helpful for some of y'all. And I think I'm going to do like a small little plug at some point throughout all this. So on these projects that I've been working on, I've been really kind of seeing how much, like, I guess my shortcomings, right, as an artist, as someone who's just done art for a long time, all the cartoons, all that sort of stuff. And I kind of started seeing some of the shortcomings, and I love that people like the art that I create and they get some level of enjoyment from it. But for me, I wasn't really enjoying it, and not because of the subject matter or anything like that. I think it's just like the technique itself. So when I started trying to produce some things, some original stuff, and practice and see, it wasn't helping. It was like I felt really stuck, really blocked, and then I noticed that I was getting frustrated. And that's how do I say this? It's not common for me to get frustrated. But it isn't uncommon when it's about like art for some reason. Like normal life, most things don't frustrate me. If I'm unemployed, it doesn't frustrate me. If I don't have I don't know, just pick a situation. For the most part, I'm really level-headed, right? Just very level-headed. And so I was having a hard time with like all the drawings and so on. And I had a chance to kind of think about it. Part of the reason I didn't stream on Friday, because I mean, Tuesday kind of kicked my ass. Thursday kind of kicked my ass. I was kicking my own ass. Like the work that I was doing wasn't kicking my ass. It was just like me, just like not liking what I was producing, feeling like it was kind of like subpar and not really enjoying it, and just feeling overall like tired, like I wasn't hitting the mark. So I think I just realized that I wasn't meeting my own standards of what I think my art can look like. And it's a weird phrasing if you think about it. But it's just basically, that's one way that that's the reason I became frustrated, was because my art was not as good as I felt like it could be, but I had no idea how to make it better. And I had like no idea what it's supposed to look like. Like I had no vision in my brain of like, oh, this is what it's supposed to look like, and then I'm gonna transfer that into like the canvas. I just kind of like drew, and I'm painting and I'm drawing, and I'm like, that doesn't look good, and like scrap it, start it all over. So that's, first of all, it's like really tiring, but it's a way that I create, right? Just kind of try different things, get rid of stuff, and then move forward. And so as that was kind of happening, hey Triv, how's it going? You're making sense to me. Oh, what's up, man? Hi, how's it going? So hope you're doing good, man. Happy Monday. You made it through another day. Bless thou be for coming here and chilling with me. So it's just kind of like, you know, you just, and so when you do that work and you're like working on, you do the work and you're working on it, and you're not really feeling satisfied, and you get frustrated, and it's because it's like, I don't like my art. I think it sucks, or it doesn't look great, or anything like that, you're just kind of like, okay, you know, you might not be, the reason you might be frustrated is because you're just kind of like, in my case, I was just hacking at it, dude. Like, you told me, knock that tree down. And I had an axe. And the axe doesn't work anymore. So I just grabbed some rocks, and I grabbed the knife, and I grabbed the pencil. And I'm like, I'm still going at it, and there's better ways to doing it. And what ended up happening was that I kept going back and back and back, and I didn't have better ways to deal with my issue. And since I didn't have better ways to deal with my issues, I just kind of like, it shut me down. I felt defeated, and I was like, I don't know what to do. So I got to talking with my girlfriend and my best friend, and I think I identified at one point, it's like, hey, I think I need to train myself more. Not like, you know, sit in a room and then draw. Like, find courses that like help me out with my issue. Now the part that was hard was like, okay, what do I need help with? Because I don't think that my line art suffers a lot, even though it can use some level of improvement. It doesn't suffer a ton. But when I start painting, or when I start doing some other things, or composition of some of the pieces, I feel not so great about that. So I don't know. It was just something that I was like, I need to learn something. I just don't know exactly what. And I'm pretty sure that happens to all of us at one point or another, right? So you're doing well. You got a new desk, dude. That fucking slaps. I like that. You feeling different about it, maybe? Indifferent about what exactly? So it sounds like Abe Lincoln analogy. Spend more time sharpening your axe. Yeah, so so my technique would be the axe, right? Spend more time doing that. And I think what was a really important telltale thing, right? I just want to tell you, like, if you ever become frustrated because you are drawing or you're creating art or you're doing anything in life, and something like the effort that you put in it doesn't seem like it's enough to turn it around, and you become frustrated, like, at least be happy that you care about something so deeply that it weighs on you, you know? Like, I don't care. Maybe that's what I'm, you know, maybe that's what you're talking about. But like for most other things, I don't lose my cool, and it's because I'm indifferent on the outcome. Here, the outcome is pretty important to me. I want it to work. I want it to like make it look good, and then I want to like it, you know? And for me, it was never the issue that like no one likes my art, because you guys have been more than extremely supportive, and I think I feel very lucky and blessed because of that. I just was not really loving it, right? So indifferent about the art you're creating, it's like, yeah, your head is elsewhere. It happens to me sometimes, and I really completely understand that. Yeah, I get sometimes doing something to switch it up, or you're doing something for a client, or you're doing something for somebody else. I completely understand. But I like pieces that speak to me, and that I'm doing things for myself. And I think that's also another really important thing to kind of like figure out as you're creating art. If your enjoyment is creating something for other people and the way that they like it, then, you know, just respect to that. And if you get fulfillment out of that, then do that, move in that direction. And if the work has to speak to you and what you're doing, then like that also says something, right? You have the right to just like enjoy that and go there. So, hey, Indie Man, how's it going, man? Hope you're doing all right, dude. I'm about to, maybe in a couple 20 minutes or something, I'll probably be working on your piece. So, okay, so what did I do about it, right? I was frustrated. I didn't know how to make it better. I didn't know what exactly I wanted to make better. But I know that eventually I was going to kind of figure something out, and people around me were very supportive. I didn't think that the issue was like the receptiveness of the pieces that I was doing, but the issue was my level of satisfaction at the execution of what I was doing. So I looked at what I had, right? Line work is usually pretty decent. I got to a point where I understood anatomy enough, but I've felt for a long time that I've been like not great at coloring or painting or anything like that. So you would say, obviously, well, go to YouTube or try to find some tutorials and so on. And I think the issue that I have with that is that even though there are tips in there, and some people are, oh my god, like amazing artists, like some of the most insanely talented people that just post and they have their careers online and they're on YouTube, and it's wonderful. But you know, they're also not teachers. They're there to promote their work, and they share tips and they talk about things, but they're not necessarily teachers. You could try to replicate what they're doing, and you can learn something by that, right? By deconstructing it or trying to build one yourself, you can probably learn a lot. And I'm not taking away from that, but that's not what I decided to do. So a long time ago, when I was trying to get back into art, I went and looked for some courses. I don't know how I found this site. So like, I don't know. I just don't remember, but I did buy some courses from here. So there's a place called Udemy, right? It's, you know, online courses. They have so many different types. They got it for businesses, entrepreneurship, communication, IT. But I went specifically for, where is art? Photography, video, I don't know. I just clicked on something like learn to draw. Let's do that. And in this site, what's really wonderful is, like, right now they're having a sale. So I don't know if this is gonna apply for you guys. Like, here we go. This is like USD. So Character Art School, complete character drawing course, right? $129 course for $18.99. This person has 52,000 reviews. They have lectures. It tells you how many hours it has on there. And that's sort of like what I did. You could go to lynda.com or whatever site you want. I'm just saying that, like, if you feel at any point, my situation was I felt stuck. And what I did about it was kind of look for something. And then I saw that it was on sale today. So I bought two courses. One is on lighting, to like kind of learn about the theory behind light and dark, and then actually painting, like painting courses. Coursera as well, that's another wonderful thing. So, right, if you feel that your shape drawing, you're so good, let's say you love your anatomy and you're fine, you're like, I'm okay at the level that I'm at, I'm okay with carrying this baton all the way until I can't carry it no more, because that's my feature. That was, I want to, you know, you could say that's your flaw. That my flaw is that I try to figure things out by myself. That's not my flaw. It's my feature. It's just the way that I operate. You give me enough information and I try to figure it out as much as I can. And then when I'm stuck, I'll try to figure out as many avenues as I can. And then if I need help, I'll come back and we'll talk about it, right? I'll ask you questions. And that's sort of like what happened to me, right? Just being stubborn and trying to figure it out by myself. And if you want to do that, for sure. But if it's frustrating you and it's not exciting, take a step back, cool off. And if this makes sense to you, then please do yourself a favor and go ahead and do it. Right now, all these courses are like on sale. Like, it's ridiculous. They have sales all the time. Why are you sad, Indie man? What's going on? Why are you bummed out? It's Monday. It's you gotta be in tip-top shape, you know? You gotta, well, whatever it is, I hope it's not super serious. I hope that you're doing all right. Oh, you guys like how my camera like automatically shifted and like half my face is out of frame? Anyways, so to kind of wrap up my story, my situation is just like, that was my situation. If you feel like, you know, maybe the materials that you're using are not good enough, I've done it. I've bought some pens that are better than just these ballpoint pens that you find in your office. You know, sometimes these are enough. Sometimes this is all you need, but it doesn't carry your art. Maybe you just want to try different things. So give yourself this chance to learn stuff, to try new things, and figure it out. You know, try not to let yourself become like super frustrated. And if you're frustrated, you know what? Congratulations. You give a shit about something so much that it makes you sad. You love it. That means you love it. If it makes you sad that like you're not doing good, that means you love it, and you'll find something like a way to do it. So Skillshare, obviously, yeah, that's another one, right? So there's so many sites. So you hear about it every day on YouTube. So many different sites. Going out there and deciding on what you want to learn takes discipline, and it really does. These courses, some of it, like that one said it was 29 hours. Here's the good thing. Some of these sites, the way they kind of keep everyone together is that they have Facebook groups. So they can build a community around these things, and they don't necessarily just like say, here are the videos and there you go. They say, here are the courses, here's a site, here's Facebook, come into the group, post your updates, share with us, ask us questions, and then have that go on. And it's a lot more of a classroom setting, I would say, right? So, oh yeah, okay, here we go. It's kind of nice because it matches the background. Welcome. This is my it's my birthday hat that I wore on Saturday. Let's see if I can pull this off. No, it's not gonna work. Can I wear it over? This looks ridiculous. So yeah, to wrap up the last bit. Yeah, that was the hardship. That was the hard part that I was going through last week, but I feel very optimistic now that I kind of figured it out. I took some time, wrote out what I was feeling and thinking, and I got a chance to like make adjustments, and I think that things are gonna be really good going forward. So I look forward to the next couple of months, right? So any highlights from my 30s? Wow, okay. What happened? So two things happened. JJ Naza. What's up, man? ¿Qué lage, mano? ¿Todo bien? That's my buddy. I speak Spanish because he habla español. ¿Qué pasó, mano? ¿Todo bien? Tranquilo. So, no, dude, what was I saying? Okay, 30s, highlight 30s. One thing, so I got two things. I had like the lowest low point as far as art goes. I was like, you know what? I'm never gonna be anything that isn't just like some dude that draws on sticky pads at work. And then I don't know, 3-4 years passed, and then here I am. Like, I'm wearing a hat on stream so the world could see me. The other thing that happened, I don't know, I just feel like highlights. I just feel like I got smarter. I feel like I got smarter, and not because the rest of my brain developed when I was in my 30s. I feel like I've accrued more experience over time, and I've been able to kind of see different sides of things, and like I'm a lot richer in experience, and I don't know, it's hard to say. I just became very interested in social political stuff and very interested in all these things, and I'm like, I don't know, dude, I got small. Yeah, I leveled up, but it was like intuition leveled up. Oh, that was the other thing too. Never ignore a hunch. If you have a hunch or some sort of like your intuition is telling you something, it always deserves for you to listen to it. In my 30s, I went through some really tough, dark times. And there's nothing worse than not being able to feel like you can trust your gut and feeling like you are stuck in a situation and you can't get out. Like feeling stuck. It's just the absolute worst. It's like day to day, like when you wake up and you go to sleep and every day you're just like, when is this ever gonna stop? When am I gonna stop feeling like this? Right? When is this gonna? It's just never ending. It's just the next day, it's more of the same. So, man, I went through some drinking binges for a while. It was like, I might have, I don't know if I was bordering on alcoholism. I don't know. I don't think I was ever, I don't think I was ever addicted, but I definitely was looking forward to drinking to kind of forget. So I think I was just more depressed than an alcoholic. But you know, it's like, just like life, you know, we're alive only for such a small period in the history of the universe. We mostly don't exist, right? So it's just kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes you gotta find the things that make you happy, right? You gotta find the things that make you happy that aren't necessarily like other people. Other people can really bring a lot of enjoyment, but you gotta find things that just make you happy. Simple things like, peace, love ya, but chilling like a villain. Oh yeah, you want to start twitching? What? Get out of here. And maybe start blogging about the experience, dude. I gotta talk. We gotta hang out again. We gotta talk. We gotta play. All right, Triv. Thanks for sharing, bud. It means a lot. Hey, man. Thanks everybody. I appreciate you guys kind of listening in. I know that like the only reason I'm not really just saying this as a form of like venting and it's like I needed to get it off my chest. I've been very blessed to have like a very supportive circle, and I am a very private person. This is something that I understood about myself. I'm super private. I don't like. And even when there's a group of people, I don't like talking about whatever I'm going through, or whatever I'm thinking about, or whatever is worrying me. I keep it to myself. I try to sort out my feelings, and then after I kind of organize myself, I can start talking about it, right? So it's become easier to talk about, hey, this is what's going on with me or not, because it's right now it's a closed circle, like you guys, it's sort of weird. It's like I've never met you guys, but like there's a friendship, right? There's a camaraderie here. So it's become easier to kind of just say, hey, this is what's going on with me. And whenever I share anything, I'm just doing it with the hopes that like I'm not looking for help. I'm looking to pass on wisdom from like my experiences, or that I can say something that hopefully becomes a revelation for somebody else, so you guys can just unstuck yourself, right? Because out of most situations, you can unfuck it. If you fucked something up, like you can unfuck it. Now that doesn't mean that Susie, who you dated for 3 years, is not gonna, she's gonna forgive you. Because of whatever, if you did something or she's mad for something that you didn't do. I'm not, but everyone creates their own heaven or hell, and we share that with each other. And I'm just kind of hoping that whatever I say just helps anybody here just kind of like be free. That's all I want. Like the only thing I ever wanted was I just want to be free. I don't want anybody telling me what the fuck I need to do or stop doing. I love listening to what other people have to say, but like someone telling, oh, you know what you need to do is like, I'll not listen to you probably, because like this shit is like ridiculous. But anyways, you're very much alike in that way. Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. And I think, birds of a feather flock together, right? You don't see crows flying with geese and eagles when they're migrating north or south. It's usually the same type of bird, right? So, all right, enough of that. This is clapping. That's like I wish I had a gavel so I could just like slam that bitch down here.